I was a brilliant student who should have done better.
That I plead the fifth.
I was very, very, very quiet. I didn't talk to anybody. I pretty much just did art, and I would hide in my art because I had different social issues that I hadn't dealt with. And so I was the very inverted kid that doesn't talk, and I wore my jacket all the time, almost like a security blanket, and yeah, I was like that. I was happy. I surfed too. I didn't say that part. I surfed and did art, and that actually did make me happy. I was pretty happy.
I was rebellious. I was hanging out with the drama geeks and some of the nerds. Tried the surfer crowd, really didn't like it very much. And tried the rocker crowd, didn't last too long. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Drama geeks were awesome. They were my favorite. Lesbians.
I always tried my best. That was the important part, yeah.
I was a pretty good student. I had some difficulties with math, but I didn't pursue tutoring or anything like that. That's part of what I needed to do to be a better student, is to work with teachers better and be more assertive, and I think it would have made a big difference. So I was great in the subjects I was good at, but I was pretty good at math, but I would have liked to have taken higher levels, like calculus and so on.
I was kind of a nerd, but I had friends who ran for office, and they got it. When I ran, I didn't, but I was also involved in drama, and I guess my senior year, we moved my senior year of high school, which was not really a fun thing after 9 years in one place to move your senior year. But I got really involved in drama after the move. Before the move, the drama teacher would only have the cute girls read in class, let alone be cast in the productions. But then after moved, I got to play all sorts of really fun parts, like mothers and nurses and Romeo and Juliet and Siamese people. But I got in productions, and that was fun.
I was a student. I went to a very small school like this one. Let's see. I was a good math student. I liked history. I disliked English, but I liked my English teacher. I took French and got a D because I sat in the back of the classroom and talked to James Quigley, and we took the class because all the girls were in there, and the French teacher was a young woman. And then it was a tremendous shock because we actually had to speak French, and I got a D and James Quigley got an F.
Okay.
So,
That's what kind of student were in school?
At least in French. Otherwise, I was a good student. I did well.
I was okay. I was okay.
Define okay.
I went to school a lot. It was difficult. I went to a private school. I struggled, but I was successful. Look at me now.
Had to get the shot of where you actually are now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one because we're both about the same height. I think I'd win. I think I'm a little more agile.
Why did you automatically assume that this would be a physical fight? I was talking like verbal and
Well,
intellectual fight.
because that's the first thing that comes to mind. I'm just very physical.
English.
Why?
Why
do you have like no support from that?
Because I taught English for 7 years. I've only taught math for 2.
Oh, okay.
And I love English. I love teaching English. I love, I just am starting to get that passion for math.
Art and science. I think that well, that's what's happening in me, and they made friends. They made friends, and then now I'm doing art science, science-related art, art-related science.
So they don't fight.
They would collaborate.
They would.
English would want math, just totally want math wet.
It would.
It would. Math has no chance next to English, sorry.
Ooh, me and English. Well, of course I would win. I have my own version of English.
It's tough because I really enjoy reading about science.
But if
But
they were
of
to
course,
fight,
but into a fight, of course, social studies would win, hands down, no problem.
Probably English by hair.
What?
Yeah, just because there is so much awesome literature that I love in English, and I want to share it with my children and grandchildren, and that was a decision I actually had to make when I had my first child, because I thought of speaking only Spanish with her so that she could learn it, but there were so many neat English books I wanted to read to her, so I didn't. But now she speaks Spanish and Portuguese and Russian, and so, yeah.
That would depend if it were a street fight or a cage fight. Street fight, I would win because I could outrun her. Cage fight, she would win because of the cage.
actually, she'd use it to her advantage.
She would use it to her advantage. I would have no escape.